Hey fam, it's Patrice. Welcome back to my channel. Hey, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel and turn on your notifications so you'll know when I upload my next video. But listen, today what we're talking about is managing your time. As an entrepreneur, I know it can be very, difficult to manage your time because you feel like you have so much free time. Because, when you work a 9-to-5 job or you work in corporate or whatever, outside of running your own business, you are on a time schedule, right? We're accustomed to, from a child, we're taught to get up at a certain time of day, to go to school certain hours of the day, eat lunch a certain time of day, eat dinner, do homework, take a bath, go to sleep, wake up, do it all over again. We're programmed that way since we're, little kids, little children. Even as adults, same thing. You go to college, you go to class a certain time today, you do your work and study in a certain time today, you may have a part-time job, everything is on a schedule. So especially when you get in corporate America, same thing. You get up at a certain time, you go to work at a certain time, you take your lunch at a certain time, you get paid on a certain day, you come home on a certain time, eat dinner, spend time with your family, go to bed, and do it all over again the next day. So you're accustomed to being on a schedule. And when you work for yourself, it is totally different. You can set your appointments how you want to set them. You can spread them out how you want to spread them out, things like that. And some days you may want to take appointments, some days you don't want to take appointments. It's totally up to you. But you do seem like you have a lot of time throughout the day, which you do if you manage it properly. So one of the first things that you want to do is plan your work and work your plan. When I say plan, I mean have a planner. This thing is with me everywhere I go. I do not leave home without it. I don't care where I'm going, what I'm doing, I have to have my planner. Because if I don't have a planner as to what I'm supposed to do every day, I feel so not productive because I don't have a schedule. And even though I've been working for myself for years, still in the back of my mind, I'm still programmed to be on a schedule. So I have to, get up at a certain time of day, eat breakfast, work out, shower, do my prayers, meditation, move on to the next thing, whether I'm making follow-up calls or texting customers or, setting appointments, or I have to go out in the field and do a closing or whatever it is that I have to do. I need to have everything written down. So some people, they like, the traditional calendar, but some people, they like using their phones. For me, that doesn't work because I can set appointments or whatever it is I'm supposed to do in my phone, but I'm going to push the snooze button. I'm going to swipe it. I'm going to ignore it. I'll do it later. I'll come back to it in 5 minutes. But for some people, it really works for them. It helps them stay on task. So know what works best for you. For me, I need to have this calendar, and I always use a pencil, a mechanical pencil, to write everything down because sometimes things change throughout my day. I need to maybe move some things around, so I like to erase and move it around however I need to move it around. I just don't want it in ink. I just like for my book to look nice. I just don't like for it to look sloppy, so that's why I use a pencil so that I can erase and move things around. Number 2, stop being busy doing nothing. A lot of times people feel like because they're busy, they're actually being productive, and they're not. They're busy doing a lot of nothing, right? So for me, again, that's why it's so important for me to have that planner, because I can feel like I'm running here and doing this and doing that, but it really isn't helping my business. It's really just my own little personal stuff that I'm doing, killing time, not just being productive at all. So stop being busy doing nothing. Number 3, have a things to do list. And you may have to have 2 things to do lists. You may have your business things to do list and your personal things to do list. But for me, they're both in the same book. So you want to make sure that every day you have that things to do list, as far as like you're going to the grocery store or, going to the kids' school or whatever it is you need to do. And it always, for me, goes back to that planner. Everything has to be in that planner, because if I don't see it, I won't do it. I don't care if I just told you 5 minutes ago that I'm going to do it. As soon as I told you yes, if I didn't write it down or put it in my phone, set an alarm or something, I forgot it just as soon as you told me, because I have so much going on in my head. And a lot of people, when you're working for yourself, and especially when it's just you and you don't have a team yet, you have so much on your plate that you're trying to do. You cannot remember everything. So number 4, allot a certain amount of time to do what it is that you need to do, right? So you don't want to take one thing that you're working on and spend 2 to 3 hours working on that one thing when it could take you maybe 20 minutes to do it. So you want to make sure that, even if that certain thing that you're doing does need for you to be on it for 2 to 3 hours, you want to make sure you allot the time that you need for all the other things that you need throughout the day. Because if you don't, you will find yourself just working on one particular thing all day long. And I've done that. Where I needed to upload some contacts in my system. I needed to get the messages together to send out to them. And when I tell you it took me all day to do it, because I just was, lollygagging about my day, taking my time about my day, got up, I ate, showered, worked out, did all that. Then I started on my project. Let me go downstairs and get a snack. So I went downstairs, got a snack, worked on my project some more. So you want to make sure that you allot a certain amount of time a day to do a certain project, because what that does, it makes you commit to doing it at that time. You only have 20 minutes, an hour, however much time you allotted for it. You're going to make sure you get it done, because if you don't allot that time for it, you will waste so much time throughout the day. So make sure you do that. 5, hang with productive people. Stop hanging with non-productive people. For me, I do like to be around people who are energetic, who are motivated, who are, encouraging and inspiring, who are go-getters, who make things happen, because it pushes me to do that as well. When you sit down, I have a particular cousin. Hey, Ashley, shout out to Ashley. When she and I get together, it is brainstorm work all day, every day. We do not play and waste any time whatsoever. So, and I choose her like, hey, you want to do a work day with me? We don't always get to work together every day, but I'll reach out to her and say, hey, I know that I need to get certain things done, and I know I need to brainstorm with other people. So I know I can call her and say, hey, you want to do a work day? Come down to my office. We'll take the day, go in a conference room, spend a day there, and, map out some things, hammer out some great ideas. So that, we're feeding off of each other, because I like doing that, because some people think of things that I would have never thought of, or they take my idea and take it to another level, and vice versa, right? So make sure you're hanging with people who are productive. Next one is make decisions. Make a decision on certain things, because a lot of times we get stuff presented to us and you're like, oh, let me think about it. I don't know, which is cool. It's fine to do that. But I am a person who is a quick decision maker. I really don't need a lot of time to make a decision about anything. So I'm not an overthinker. I don't overanalyze stuff. I don't sit there and, marinate on things over time. So when it comes to me making a decision, I'm pretty much a quick decision maker, because I know whether I want to do something, I don't want to do something, I want it, I don't want it. And if it's something I do need to think about, sometimes it's not so much that I need a lot of time to think about it. Sometimes I just need to get a second opinion. And I am good at reaching out to those friends and family members, or, people, my colleagues, and saying, hey, let me run this by you real quick. And it's not so much I need them to make the decision for me. I just need to talk it out, help it to make sense to me. And then, a lot of times they're not even saying anything. It's just more so that I'm verbally stating what I'm stating to help it to make sense to me. So make a decision about anything that you're doing, and make decisions quickly. Number 7, prepare the night before. So that's everything from getting your clothes together, prepping your meals. I write out my schedule for the next day in my planner. I do everything the night before, because I am not, even though for me, I naturally wake up 5 o'clock in the morning, but I'm not that person that's jumping up out of bed. I'm like, oh, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to go about my day. Even though I'm up, I need a good 30 minutes to get out the bed, right? And not that I'm a lollygagger in the morning, but I'm just not one of those people that has high energy first thing in the morning. So I need time to, get up, go to the bathroom, take a shower, all the things that I need to do in the morning, and keep it moving, right? So for me, I already know I don't want to get up in the morning and get my clothes out, because I am not a fashionista. So sometimes it takes me a minute to put an outfit together. I'm like, that look cute in my head, but when I put it on, it's a whole totally different ball game. So do everything that you can the night before. It saves so much time. And even I'm not a cook. I know how to cook, but that's not my, me, if you know me, that is not my thing. I don't have any desire to stand in the kitchen and cook any one thing, but I do, because out and about, if I'm moving about and I'm rushing through my day, I don't want to have to keep stopping at fast food places to eat. And I pretty much try to, take good care of my health and eat properly. So I'll prepare things the night before that I want to take with me. Like I'll cut up fruit for myself. I'll make myself, or I'll put all the things together in a Ziploc bag that I want to use for a smoothie. So all I have to do is throw it in the blender and blend it in the morning and go on about my business. So I try to do those type of things the night before, because if I try to do it the morning of, I am like needing more time, and I'm already pressed for time as it is. And it's not so much like I'm pressed for time, but I like to be easy. I don't like stress. I don't like tension. I don't like being anxious about anything at all. So I like to be easy in the morning. So that's why I do everything the night before. Simplify your life. Simplify your life. Like I just said before, I'm not a fashionista. So in my head, things look cute. Now I could put some cute little outfits together, but sometimes I want to change it up. So knowing that I'm not a fashionista, but I have a sister who is, like, she is the bomb at putting outfits together. She worked in retail for years in management. She's so great at what she does. She can come in your home and design your home, because in retail, they have to, design the store, put display and all the other stuff to make it attractive, make it appealing. So that's what she does. I rely on her. I literally tell her, listen, Lindana, I want this kind of jean with this shirt. Get me this, get me that. I go into Pinterest. I look at stuff on Pinterest. I send it to her, and she actually finds it for me. She shops for me. I don't like to shop. I don't like to go in the store looking at stuff, walking around the store. That's just not my thing that I like to do. So I know that, hey, I'm going to make my life as simple as I can. If I can outsource anything and not have to pay a lot of money for it and still get great quality and great service, I am going to do that, because it allows me more time to focus on the things that are more important for my business to grow. Me having a certain outfit is not that important, but yet I still want to look nice and presentable at each appointment that I go to, right? So I outsource that to my sister, and she does it for me. She literally goes shopping. She'll say, come over my house. I'll go over there. I try things on. We put things together. I try to, buy pieces that I can mix and match together. Shoes where I can put them together with different outfits. So I try to simplify my life as much as possible. Number 9, if you're the type of person that needs to treat yourself in order to make you get up and do something, do it. Number 10, learn to multitask, but yet be productive in your multitasking. Because sometimes you can multitask and you're doing so many things, but you don't finish one particular thing, right? So multitasking to me is me driving in my car, but yet I'm listening to an audio book, or I'm listening to someone on YouTube who gives me the information and tools that I need to help me move to another level in my business, or I'm listening to my coach or something like that. Multitasking to me is when I'm in the morning getting ready, putting on my makeup, I'm listening to my affirmations in the morning. I say my prayers and things in the morning. So you have to learn to multitask. Do as much as you can with the time that you have, but yet still getting the results that you need, as far as getting things accomplished, getting them done. Because you can multitask and not finish any one thing. So those are my tips and tools for, managing your time and getting things done. Make sure you like and subscribe to my channel and hit the notifications button so that when I upload a new video, you know when it's up there. So until the next time, peace. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.